Hello everybody, welcome back to our series of how to create a community airport in Tower Simulator 3. This is Kroot Loops from the Zap team here, and today we'll be going over how to export your airport from Unity to Tower Sim. So here we are, we have our airport fully done, we have the airport file ready, our scenery is ready, and to export, you will need to do the following. First, you go to find your Unity scene file. Should be located in your assets, airports, and then your airport ICAO. We find the airport here, and then you type here in the asset bundle, you assign it CYUL.asset or whatever the ICAO for your airport is. You can do this by doing new and then do ICAO.asset like so. And it'll take a second, but then you see now this is assigned to your Unity project. I'll change it back to CYUL because that's what I have for this airport. We're going to go ahead here to Tower VR and just click on Export Asset Package. In the meantime, you can prepare your instrument files for your airport and all the files you need. In the episodes before, we should have already covered how to make your schedule as well as your frequency file, your terminals file. So I already have CYUL here, but I'm just going to make a copy to make just for example. And wait for that. Okay, I'm going to name it ICAO. What we're going to do here, you will have to create 3 folders. The asset one is named assets, one is called databases, and one is instruments. So in your assets, your asset file will go here after the export has finished, and we'll come back to this after a minute. And the databases, you will put your schedule, the schedule that you have made in the previous episode. And there must be one schedule that is named default, and you can have as many others as you want, but there must be one that is called default. And within the default, you will need the airport file. And you will also need to put all your other files in here. And for the last bit, the instruments, this is the most important piece of the entire export process, is that you will need an instrument that you load into your airport with, and it can be any style. It can be the default fielder style, it can be a Zap Terry, a Zap FBI, it doesn't matter. What you have to do is just copy it from some other airport. Let's see, so in this example, I have a 2-runway airport with 2 parallel runways, so a good idea is to find an airport that also has 2 runways that is parallel. And let's see, what is a good option? There's lots of options. Okay, there we go. Dubai. We're going to copy the Zap Terry MP of Dubai, and then we're going to bring it back to the instruments over here. It's called Zap Terry MP. And in here, the aiders is a universal file, and which means that it can be used at any airport except for under certain circumstances. There's polygons in your aiders like so, and in that case you can just remove them like so to just remove all the polygons in there. And the same goes for the Debright. It is a global file. You can use it for any airport, all of these colors, and you only have to remove the polygons if you don't want to see them. And as always, remember to leave an empty line at the bottom, because that is how CSV file works. The more tricky part is the strip look and weather look. We'll start with the weather look. It is a bit more easy than the strip look. So you'll see there are 2 runways, but there are 4 directions. And at Dubai, it is the 1 2s and 3 0s. And for Montreal, it is 0 6 and two fours, and what you can do here easily is just change the numbering, change it to 0, 6, and 2 4s. And these numbers here are the rotations, and we'll cover this in a future video where we have a few tools that makes instrument making really easy, and we'll cover that in the future video. But for now, it doesn't really matter what rotation your runways have. It's just, in this video, we'll just cover how to get your airport to load, and it's a playable airport. And finally, we'll move on to the striplook.csv. And in here, it's pretty much a similar story. We have all the blocks of the strips that you can see, but of course, currently they're runway 1, 2, and 3, 0. So what we can do is we can just change, you'll find all 1, 2 right, or change that to 0, 6 right. Change all 1, 2 left to 0, 6 left. Change all 3, 0 right to 2, 4 right. And change any 3, 0 left to 2, 4 left. And there we go. We all should be set here. And now our asset file has also successfully exported. We'll go grab it. It should be under Exported Airports folder in your Unity project. Should be named cyul.asset. We'll grab it and put it back over here. I'll just put it in here like so. Last but not least, you also have your package.txt file that you have to handle. And it is this file over here. And what you want to do is you also want to copy from ideally the same airport you did your instruments from, because of the similar layout, of course. And you just paste it over. And then here, you see they have the runway numbers, and this is what shows up when you select the landing runway before you load into the game. So you want to change that to 0, 6, and 2 4s, just like you did with the weather look. As well as all the information up here. We'll just fill it out. CYUL, Montreal Airport, location, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Give it a link from Google Maps. And I'll write a description. You can write anything you want. CYUL is the largest airport serving the city of Montreal. And you can put your name here where it says developer. You can say Kroot Loops. And it should be good to go by this step. And we'll load into the game just to double confirm. Open up Tower Sim. And your airport should be showing up here, like so. And I'll load in here. I'll do just 1 hour of the airport load.
A few moments later.
And there we go. We have successfully loaded into the game, and it has all of our pieces that we had in Unity. And yeah, another thing you can put into your airport is the preview picture, which is a PNG file. Doesn't matter the dimensions. You just take a screenshot or get a photo of your airport and you put it in here as a PNG file. And when the user select the airport in the quick play, they will be able to see a preview of the airport. And I'll just take an example of what I have for Vancouver. I have like just the screenshot that I took in game, and I just paste it into here just to show as the preview picture. That's how you export an airport from Unity to Tower Sim. And I hope you have found this episode helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.